under the Tennessee Heritage Protection Act of 2013. The appointing authorities would be the governor, the lieutenant governor of this 9-member commission, one from each grand division, and then one appointee for a 4-year, 3-year, and 2-year term for the first and initial 4-year terms. With that, Mr. Speaker, I renew my motion.
Representative Butler renews his motion. Any discussion on the bill? Representative Jones.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I believe the sponsor misspoke. He said this creates the Tennessee Historical Commission, which is the current commission. This, in fact, creates a new commission, the Tennessee Monuments and Memorials Commission, to go around and circumvent the Tennessee Historical Commission. This bill is in response to the removal of the Nathan Bedford Forrest statue that was removed outside from the Capitol Rotunda, and it's to undo the will of our governor who called for the Tennessee Historical Commission and the Capitol Commission to remove that heinous monument to the KKK that we used to have outside our building. And so this bill is to create a new process because formerly the Speaker of the House and the Speaker of the Senate did not support removal of that KKK monument. And so I'm very troubled by this bill. It's unnecessary. We have a Tennessee Historical Commission. We have a Tennessee Capitol Commission who are already a part of the process to remove Confederate monuments. This bill is to create a whole new specially appointed board who will preserve the monuments that you want. Because I looked at other legislation to protect the Nathan Bedford Forrest statue. I mean, this is all a part of this lost cause narrative, and it's very troubling. I think we should respect the Tennessee Historical Commission. We should respect history as history, and we don't need to continue to put all this effort toward protecting some very shameful monuments in our state. That Nathan Bedford Forrest statue was put up in 1978. It was put up in 1978, Representative Butler. Trust me, I studied it. The KKK had a press conference in front of that statue. It was young people and elders for decades trying to remove that statue and finally got the Historical Commission to hear their grievances and get it removed. They said, that's not enough. Now you have to go before the Tennessee Capitol Commission. And we did that. And we got that statue removed. And so again, let's not continue to protect Confederate monuments more than we do protect the lives of Tennesseans. That's called idolatry. Let's not continue to protect Confederate monuments more than we protect our children. That's called idolatry. And so we don't need to continue to this worship of a lost cause. The Civil War is over, though some people here don't agree with that. The Civil War is a lost cause. It's done. And so we need to talk about how do we uplift all parts of our history and not just protecting this very heinous racist view of history that is about protecting this iconography of a lost cause that sought to enslave people who look like me. And so again, I hope that we don't waste money. This bill has it will increase expenditures by creating a whole new commission that's not needed. It's a waste of money when we already have commissions to do this. And also, let's trust historians. That Nathan Bedford Forrest statue was placed in the State Museum. Representative who's sponsoring this bill has a bill to try and give it back to the sons of the Confederate veterans.
Jones, that's not this legislation. So you're out of order. You got to stick on this bill. You're going to another bill. So last warning, stay on this bill. Representative Jones, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm just trying to show the context of what this is about.
Well, but you got to stay on the legislation that's in front of you. So Representative Jones, I suggest you stay on this bill. You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is about the Tennessee Heritage Protection Act. White supremacy is not my heritage. Honoring enslavers and Confederates and the first Grand Wizard of the KKK is not a part of my heritage. Dr. King said, let the South recognize our true heroes. And if we want to really talk about protecting heritage, let's build a monument to Ida B. Wells, a Tennessean who actually did something for the state. Let's build a monument to those students like Diane Nash and John Lewis who led a revolution against Jim Crow right here in this city. Let's build a monument to true heroes of the South and not to those who were in rebellion against the nation, who were traitors to the nation. I don't think that creating a whole new board to try and protect Confederate monuments is the way to go. There's better use of state money. There's better use of our time here as a legislature than to create this, let's call it the Nathan Bedford Forrest Protection Commission. I think that, I'm looking at this bill and it gives the speaker and the lieutenant governor the ability to appoint members of this when we already have a process in which the lieutenant governor, the speaker, and the governor appoint members of the commissions that we already have existing. There's nothing wrong with that process, except that some members here are upset that they voted to remove the Nathan Bedford Forrest statue. And we've been waging a war about that ever since. It's in the museum. If you want to see it, the State Museum has the Nathan Bedford statue there. You can still see it in its proper context, but we don't need to honor it in the most, in these places of honor, in the state capitol, which should feel welcoming for all Tennesseans. And so let's do better, Tennessee. Let us uplift the true heroes of the South. Let's talk about our history collectively, and we can do better than this. And so I hope that the representative will reconsider this perpetuation of a false narrative. Because the South will not rise again, but the South will rise anew. A new South is rising. That's a multiracial democracy, one that values all people and human rights. That's what we're fighting for.